Hi everyone, it's Desiree and I am here once again with Spellbinders, and for this video we are going to feature the large die of the month for December, and it is called Layered Stitch Background. This is really versatile. So you have the panel that you can stitch on, or you can leave it just as it is. You don't have to stitch on this, and then you have the rectangle that will cut that panel out, or you can keep it just the way that it is and then cut another piece of cardstock to put behind it to have that color come through the pinholes here. Then there's two more dies that are the same size here, and these can be layered. So this one's a little bit wider than this, so you can have this layered effect on this design. It also comes with these two dies, these strip dies, and again, you can layer them. So this here, you can have a dark color or a light color, and then you can have an accenting color coming right in. And there's so many possibilities with the designs. You can do every other one, and you can see just by layering them next to each other, you can get this really cool pattern that will come across your cardstock. So very versatile, very unique. I'm going to create a slimline card with this, with lots of layers, lots of texture on this. So let's get started and let's do some stitching. We're going to start off by stitching on our center panel. I'm using DMC 6-strand floss. See that 10 times fast. Not even 3. And I divided it into 3 strands. So that's what I'm using here. I'm going to start from the center. I'm going to come up and go down along the side. Now, when I chose where to start, of course, I'm starting in the center, coming up. I want to make sure that I'm starting at a spot so that when I come around, I can continue through to the next square. So you want to look at where you're starting so that you know that when you finish that section, you can continue on to the next spot. And that's just because unless you want to constantly tape down your string, cut it, and so forth. Me, I don't want to do that. I just want to keep on going. That's why my string is really long. I don't recommend a long string. It will knot up easily. Because it does, spin up, it twists up. So if you're doing this for the first time, I recommend shorter strands. And yes, tape down, your string in the back. I don't like to put knots unless you're going to put foam tape behind it. The knot will come through and show that bump onto the other side. So again, I'm coming up out of the center hole and down along the side, and I'm just going into that square motion or that square image. And you'll see that when I get to the end of this, now you don't have to fill in every hole. You can go every other hole. You can create all kinds of beautiful designs with this. You don't have to do what I did and followed the pattern itself. And you can see that where I ended was right at the point so that I was able to come up through the center and then start the process again. But I started on that side. I am keeping this in. Huge mistake. I used my double-sided foam tape on the back because I wanted the panel to be propped up. Keep in mind, there are holes on this, and when I turned it around, all I saw was the white from the double-sided tape, and I did not want to see that. I wanted the gold mirror cardstock to come through. I took a chance. Very slowly, I pulled that back because it's not a Scotch 3M. It's an inexpensive brand that is super sticky. And I didn't think it was going to release. But as I took my hand and just followed it through as I pulled off slowly. So, yay me for the save. I was sweating that one because I did not want to stitch that all again. Okay. So now I'm going to layer my other two rectangles. I love layering cardstock. Even though, you know, I say that I'm into the vintage and the grunge look, which I am, I do love a layered cardstock look. So this here, I love the fact that you can layer these two pieces and get two different looks depending upon how you layer it, or you could just use the top one and create a different type of background. I am using my art glitter glue, as you can see, to glue on these two panels. So this card, while it's got a Christmas vibe because of the colors, we used lime green, a bright red, some gold, and some craft cardstock. It's got a very geometric feel to it. It's not, you know, definitely not a traditional card or Christmas card or holiday card. But it's got that look. So this would be good for a birthday. It would be good for, again, any celebration. Simply changing your colors can make a card anything that you want that to be, depending upon when you're holding that celebration. We are making a slim line, and my slim line is cut to 3.5 by 8.5. And you can see that these panels, when they're lined up to each other, butted right next to each other, they fit perfectly on that card panel. I'm going to place the other one right next to it. And you can see it creates this great design when they're put together. I'm going to cover up that seam with this panel here. Now, I forgot, usually when it comes to the Spellbinders mirror cardstock, I love it. I think it's great because there is mirror on both sides, which is what I like about it. But to put glue and then to put it down on the cardstock, it will just slide for a while. So I do like to add some double-sided tape to this. And of course, this is just fighting with me like there's no tomorrow. So I said, fine, I'll go to the other side. And then place that down. It'll actually adhere right away. I'm going to center that right in the center. So any sentiment is ready to be put on this card for the holidays, for a birthday that's maybe in December, or anything else. It is jewel time. So I started putting jewels. So I'm putting gold jewels in the center of where I stitch. Now these are jewels or gemstones that I got off of Amazon. And I have them in all different colors there. So I'm finding all of the ones that are gold, and then I added red to the outer lattice portion. I do hope you enjoyed today's project featuring Spellbinders Large Die Kit of the month for December of 2021. As always, all the products I used or the kit that I used and featured will be listed down below in the video description, along with their blog for more inspiration, and of course their shop and the link to all of their other club kits that they have available for purchase. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure you leave those down below as well, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. That tells me if you like this video. And ring the bell so that you can be notified when the next video is live and ready for you to watch. I also want to take just a quick moment to say thank you for everyone just stopping by to take the time to watch the video. I truly do appreciate it. Enjoy. Enjoy what you create. Know it's art and know it's yours and it's beautiful. Always. And always remember, be creative each and every day. Talk to you in the next video, guys. Till then.